Last time, I caught my first official team member, Zubat. Yes, since a lot of people use Zubat in this game, I think it's my turn to give it a spin. Now, as for the Dark Cave itself, if you really want to explore it, then you need Flash to illuminate the cave. Although, you still need moves like Rock Smash and Strength to go further, otherwise, you won't be going very far. Now, last video, I did say that I wasn't going to use Larvitar quite yet, although I don't think I was very thorough with my explanation, so why do I try again? And yes, last video I did say that I did encounter quite a few Larvitars when I was trying to find a Zubat, but that doesn't mean I'm going to use Larvitar quite yet, for 3 reasons. 1. It has a catch rate of 45, which means I'll probably be forced to get a lot of Pokeballs if I want to catch it, and I don't even know if I could do that right now. 2. I don't have a sleeper yet, which will make catching Larvitar a bit easier. And 3. Even if I want to use Larvitar right now, it's not a good idea, since I'll be stuck using Pupitar for the majority of the main game, and you know how poor its stats are. So yeah, it just can't happen. As Zubat learned Astonish. It's a pretty weak move, but at least you can flinch the opponent sometimes. Oh yeah, there is one other Pokemon you can find in the Dark Cave that I didn't mention last video, and that Pokemon is Teddiursa. Sorry about that. Although I will admit, I was considering Ursaring as a team member, but if I were to go through those plans, then I would want Ursaring to learn Facade, and the only way I can get a TM for Facade in this game is if I win it from the lottery at the Goldenrod department store, and I don't even know if I could do that. And then there's breeding. However, there's only one Pokemon in the game, well actually the only Pokemon in the game that can learn Facade leveling up, and that Pokemon is Chimchar at level 31. So, if I have to go through all that just to have Ursaring learn Facade, then it's really not worth it. Anyway, I don't even know if there are any grinding spots in this game. If so, then I must have missed it somewhere. If not, then I'm not even going to bother. Okay, now he's going to give me his number, which I'll gladly accept. Now, every now and then, when he calls me, he's going to give me some berries. However, I don't quite remember what kinds of berries he gives me, but hey, at least it's something rather than nothing. Okay, is he going to say anything else that's interesting? Yes, I know that already. And that too. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, a Pokeball, how nice. To compensate for the one I used to capture Zubat in last video. Okay, he was the only trainer on Route 31, so now I'm free to enter Violet City. Okay, I assume he's talking about Geodude. Yeah, Geodude is a good Pokemon to use against Faulkner. However, in a game like this, maybe not, since his team has been significantly modified. You'll see what I mean once I fight him later on. Alright, what do you have to say? No, I just got here. Oh, look who's here, it's Lyra. Okay, what does she want? Well, I don't know, maybe you were in the Dark Cave or something and I didn't see you there? Anyway, she's gonna give me something neat, and that something neat is the Versus Recorder. So what it does is, it records Pokemon battles that happen in the Battle Frontier or against human players. Yeah, I remember feeling with that thing years ago, back in Platinum where I was fighting the Frontier Brains. But those days are over since, yeah, it is pretty hard to get to the Frontier Brains. Okay, and with that, we can now finally enter Violet City. Alright, what do you have to say? That's interesting. So, the Pokemon Center's shade of red is a bit darker to blend in with the rest of the buildings here. That's nice. Alright, what about you? Oh, I remember this guy. So, if you give him a colored shard, he'll give you a set of 3 berries. And there's another guy like him in Fuchsia City later on. Although, the guy in Fuchsia gives you a different set of berries from the ones you get from this guy here in Violet City. Ghost-like Pokemon appearing in Sprout Tower. She's talking about Ghastly, obviously. However, in a game like this, you can also find Drifloon in the Sprout Tower. Although, I don't quite remember if you have to wait until nighttime to find Drifloon, since I never really bothered checking to see if I could find Drifloon during the daytime. Okay, there are quite a few people here than there was back in the original Heart Gold Soul Silver, so I might be here for a while. Okay, let's start with the gentleman over to the left. Okay, he's talking about the events of 3 years ago in Kanto, the event involving Team Rockets. Disbanding Team Rocket, huh? Yeah, but for how long? Okay, this kid's talking about traded Pokemon not listening to you if you don't have enough gym badges. Yeah, I've been down that road so many times. It is pretty frustrating whenever that happens. But I haven't done that in so many years since, yeah, I don't have anyone to trade with right now. Oh, I remember this guy. I believe he's gonna tell me what kind of trainer I like best, and whichever one of these I answer, yeah, I'm gonna be that trainer if I enter the Union Room. I'm gonna click exit since, yeah, I don't have any plans to enter the Union Room since I am using an emulator, and I can't enter the Union Room if I'm using an emulator. Oh, this guy. Remember back in Renegade Platinum where I took a quiz so that way I can get some prize Pokemon? Well, that's gonna happen here now. Alright, let's start the quiz. Were any honed Pokemon obtainable within Fire Red and Leaf Green? Yes, that'll be Wobbuffets. Next question. Is a Dragonair more than 13 feet long? Yes. Alright, good. Is it true that Bulbasaur was the first Pokemon created? No? Alright, good, I got that one. Can Tropius be found within Diamond and Pearl? No, that would be in Platinum. Okay, ace the quiz, so now my prize will be one of the 3 Kanto starters. I'm gonna choose Bulbasaur. But don't worry, I'm gonna get the other 2 at a later time. But that doesn't mean I'm going to use Bulbasaur on my team since, yeah, I don't have any plans to use it. Okay, I'll see the next few quiz masters over at the Pokemon Centers in Azalea Town and Goldenrod City. Okay, this guy's new, so it looks like he's gonna give me something. Oh, the experience share, how nice. Okay, I'm definitely gonna use this to level up my HM slaves a bit later on, especially Bidoof. Yeah, normally I'm not supposed to get this for quite some time. I'm supposed to get it after I get my 6th gym badge, and I believe I'm supposed to get it right after I get the red scale from that red Gyarados over at the Lake of Rage. Alright, what about you? Okay, he's talking about Bill, who made the Pokemon PC Sword system. We'll be seeing him a bit later on in the game. Oh yeah, I'll try the PC a bit later. Okay, this guy over here, his name is Primo, and what he does is, he gives you certain things if you enter a secret phrase. And these things could either be new wallpapers for your PC or Pokemon eggs. And the phrase you enter all depends on your trainer ID. So, if you want certain wallpapers or eggs from this guy, I'm going to put a link in the moon description so that way you can get your very own egg or wallpaper. Okay, my trainer ID, well, I entered the codes already. Okay, I'm going to go for the Slugma egg first since its ability will let me hatch eggs a bit faster. Okay. Oh, no, not this one. Sorry about that. Okay, where is Rough Skin? Okay, there it is. And Early Birds. Yes, that's exactly how I feel about you. How do you like the way I am so exciting and fun? I just met you, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, where's Rockheads? Alright, here it is, and now... Poison Heal. Okay, here it is. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, now it's going to give me the Slugma egg. Yeah, I did say he gives you 3 eggs, but I'm going to get the other eggs once I eventually hatch the Slugma egg. So the other 2 eggs he gives you would be a Wooper egg. Oh crap, my party's full, I forgot. Okay, I'm going to put the Bulbasaur in my PC since I don't have any plans on using it. And I guess I'll put Eevee in the PC as well. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why I didn't deposit a couple of Pokemon just to make room for the egg. Well, lucky for me, I don't have to enter the codes in again. Otherwise, yeah, that'd be a huge waste of time. Oh, come on. Do I have to do this again? Are you serious? Okay, I guess this is what I get for not depositing Pokemon at a certain time. Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Oh, this glitch right here, yeah, I'll talk more about that a bit later since I'm in the middle of something. Okay, where is Rockheads? Alright, here it is again. And Poison Heal. Okay, now he's going to give me the egg. So yeah, that glitch you just saw, yeah, you saw something like that back in Renegade Platinum, so if that happens, then just open up one of your tab options and hopefully the glitch goes away. Okay, now he's going to give me the Slugma egg. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I guess I forgot to deposit certain Pokemon. Now, as for the Wooper and Mareep egg, yeah, he's gonna give you those eggs as well. I'll get those eggs once I eventually hatch the Slugma egg. which will be right now. No, the Slugma egg hasn't hatched yet, but I just want to show you this. So, I got a call from the bike shop manager telling me that he's now selling a lot of bicycles because I've been riding around as of late. However, there's one problem with that. There's no more bike shop in Goldenrod City. Yeah, it's gone. It's been replaced with something else. You'll see what I mean once I get to Goldenrod later on. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you this. And there we go. The egg is now hatching. And I have to bike the thing since I'm able to go a bit faster. So whatever ability Slugma has, it will make the egg hatching process go a bit faster. Especially since I'm going to hatch a couple of team members later on. Alright, what is Slugma's ability? Flame Body, how nice. Alright, now for the other two eggs. But first, I'm going to deposit a Pokemon for my party so that way I don't make the same mistake I did earlier. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. Sorry about that. Alright, since I'm not going to use Bidoof quite yet, I'm just going to put it in the PC for now. Good thing they made this process a bit easier in the future Pokemon games. So, I'm going to get the Wooper egg first since I'm going to use it for HM purposes. Sure, why not? Okay, where is Arena Trap? There it is, and now for Girl. Alright, now for the other secret phrase. Alright, name and plans. Okay, thank you for the Wooper egg. And while I'm at it, I might as well get the Mareep egg as well, so that way I can hatch both eggs at the same time. Although, actually, I might have to take more steps to hatch one egg after the other. Although, I might be wrong about this, so don't quote me on it. Alright, where is Truant? Alright, here it is. And now him. Alright, here it is. And now for the other secret phrase. Alright, where's Cleverness? Okay, here it is. And now Skillful. Alright, here it is. And with that, the Mareep egg is all mine, even though I have no plans to use Mareep. Alright, thank you very much, Primo. And now, I'm off to hatch these eggs. Excuse me. Isn't it great to have something on your team that will make your eggs hatch a bit faster? And yes, as you already noticed, eggs don't hatch almost immediately like they did back in Renegade Platinum. Which is why I didn't need to catch anything with Flame Body or Magma Armor back then. Oh, Bugcatcher Wait's calling. Alright, what does he want? Any berries for me? Nope, it's just random banter. Alright, let me see what Wooper's ability is real quick before I move on. Oh, Water Absorb. Okay, that's going to come in handy for something a bit later. Now, is that Mareep egg going to hatch after one more step? Nope, I guess not. So, I'll just cut away until it eventually hatches. And now, the Mareep egg is finally hatching. So it looks to me like each Pokemon egg requires a certain amount of steps in order to hatch. I knew that, it's just that I didn't think Mareep would take a bit longer to hatch. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but that Mareep sprite is from Generation 5. Since its sprite in Heart Gold and Soul Silver looks different. Okay, since I have a few minutes left, why don't I explore some of these houses? So, he wants a Rhyhorn for his Gligar. I don't have a Rhyhorn, so I can't partake in this trade. Alright, what about you? Yes, that is true. A traded Pokemon tends to grow more quickly, and if you don't have enough gym badges, then they may disobey you. I believe someone at the Pokemon Center already told me something like that. Yeah, I've been down that road quite a few times. Okay, over to the left is the gym, and over to the right is the Pokemon School. Earl will show you all there is to Pokemon. Yeah, but he's not there right now. He's over by the gym. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's see how much of the school I can explore right now. Starting with this girl. Okay, she's talking about abilities. Yeah, all Pokemon have abilities. Some of which I like very much. Yes, that is true. But I also like abilities that they come in handy outside of battle as well. Well, Pokemon tend to evolve if they're holding something upon being traded. And with that, I think I'll call quits for today. So next time, we continue exploring Violet City. See you next time.